Yes, boys, right. So today I will be teaching you how to get your first kiss this summer. Let's get into it. Right, so let's have a little story. My first kiss came when I was 7, but let's not count those like little girlfriend back then. Yeah, just like lips, but I don't really want to count that because there's not the whole social dynamic to it. So let's get into the actual one. My first kiss came when I was 14. I went on a date with a stunning girl, sat down on a bench, and escalated step by step. So basically, we were out on our like third or fourth date, and I took her out to a nice restaurant, and then we went for a stroll later that night. We sat down on a bench, and then things like all fell into place, and we lips that night, and that was my first actual kiss. So, I will be teaching you exactly how to do this in this video. So, the general principle is that you need to be able to be around as many girls as possible and then learn to escalate. If you're around many girls, you're probably going to end up finding at least one or two, a few girls who actually fancy you, and then you just need to learn to convert it and like escalate it, just like sales and leads, right? You need to be able to like funnel it to as much people as possible and then be able to close the deal. That's exactly what we're talking about. So finding the girls, how do we do that? We need to be as social as possible. This means leaving the fucking house, doing social things. If you're closing your house, like e-girls, like they're not it, right? You need to actually leave your house and go and find girls. Always have your boys with you. You have an aura when you're around other men. If you're with your boys and like you people actually on your stuff and actually like proper men, like you ain't no soy boys and that, you're actually like about it, you're gonna be hyping yourselves up. You're gonna actually be able to like upgrade yourselves, and when you're around each other you've got aura. It's like it gives off an energy and women can notice that. Places you can go to the beach, you can go beach clubs, bars, clubs, go to parties and be social in the gym. That last one is massive in my opinion, especially for finding like high quality girls. If you go to the gym, there's so many of them in there, and if you're just social in the gym, it's really easy to like escalate into the date. By the way, if you are interested in that, I have a dating masterclass where we do cover escalating, cold approaching girls in the gym, as well as many other things. If you want to check that out, get back out into the description. Right, so when you're in these places, talk to all the girls you find attractive. If you find a girl attractive, just go up to her, talk to her. Like, you'll realize that if you force yourself to go, you will find something to say, because you won't just stand there like a mug. And if you do, it's fine. You get rejected, you move off, and you go on to the next one, and then it's all practice, and you'll get better at it throughout time. Remember, you need to have the mentality that every girl will either have a boyfriend or not like you. That way it's a bonus if they do like you. So dealing with rejection is just go over there, trying to have a social and like positive interaction, starting from the baseline of she doesn't like me. Because then rejection becomes like the standard thing, and then if she does like you, it's a bonus. So that is something that will help you deal with rejection, something that personally has helped me a lot. And then the main thing is, especially to like build up your Instagram to then funnel to get more girls, get every girl's Instagram so you actually build the following, and then you can actually then contact them through it and like set up dates, and then from there you can actually escalate from the date, and there's actually interest there. So talking about that, escalation on a date. Whether you got a girl's Insta or you at a club, escalation is key. Escalation is going from non-physical contact, from no physical contact, the desired amount of physical contact. When you're on a date, the first thing is hug and kiss on cheek, right? So let's watch this first. Escalation is going from no physical contact to the desired amount of physical contact. So what I'm talking about that is you can either go for if you just want a lips first time, or if you want to like go all the way, get to second base, whatever. That's fine. That's your choice. It depends on your age as well. But it's step by step. It's still escalation. Let's see the date, right? So when you're on a date, the first thing you do is hug and kiss on the cheek. Why you do that? Because you're trying to install physical contact straight away. When you install physical contact, you know that she's fine with it. You're breaking that touch barrier, and it is like that is the build up to then being able to get to the ultimate amount of physical contact. That's exactly what we're trying to do. We're trying to get that first kiss. So when you're on the date, make subtle contacts like rubbing your arm against hers, touching legs on the table. So my two favorite ones are when you're walking, basically walk half a meter in front of her, and kind of like when you sway your arm, like kind of touch her sometimes, and it's gonna give her butterflies. Swear to God, like when those little subtle touches, it's gonna make her a little bit nervous, but in a good way. And then playing footsie on the table, I mean, it's the best. Girls love playing footsie on the table, so absolutely do that. Always maintain eye contact to build up that desire. So flirting ain't just with words, man. And part of escalation is flirting. Like flirting and escalation go hand in hand, and most of flirting is actually like body language and eye contact. So yeah, get good eye contact. But then, like, don't be creepy, don't be like staring at them. It's like break it off sometimes, but then break it off to the side. Don't actually like break down, because then you look like a fucking pussy. It's like hold eye contact when she's talking, and then when you're talking, like look off and then look back onto her. Like 70-30 split is probably the best. When there's a dead moment after about 30 to 60 minutes, going for the kiss. When you do this, use the 90-10 rule. Right, so I wouldn't try to kiss her before half an hour to an hour into the date. And the best place to do it is when you're in a more private like surrounding. If you're at the restaurant, don't do it. If you're on a bench or outside or in a park, it's calm. I wouldn't do it in the first 30 to 60 minutes. Go in for the kiss, and then when you do that, you want to go in 90%, right? Then she closes the 10%. If you see she doesn't close, abort that shit. Don't even try, because then she's gonna like pull away and shit. It's like normally if she hasn't pulled away already, she's gonna then close that 10. So that is the rule. It's a 90-10 rule, and that is applied when you're on dates or on like in a disco or like anywhere you're going, like clubs, everything. So escalation in a club. So when you're in a club, it's a bit different. You can be way more forward. So when you're in a club, there's way more sexual tension in general, and like people are in a more sexual energy. So you can actually be more forward straight away. When dancing with her, don't do anything excessive in the first few minutes. So when you're dancing with a girl, like you will go up to her and like, you want to dance, or like you just start dancing with her. Don't do anything mad straight away. It's like chill, touch a little bit, take her hand, whatever, like spin her around, do something like that, like giggle a little bit, laugh, whatever. Then if she starts moving to you and she starts attracting to you, she might do this first. If not, you can start like, rubbing your piece against her. That's calm. If she's feeling you. If she's not, don't do that. That's violating her personal space, and do not do that. But if she's feeling you, you can move like that a little bit. And if you're 13, bruv, like don't even, like, you're too young for this. And then once you've done this, you can then like turn her around and go in for the kiss. So you can actually use something cheesy. The only place where you can do some like, oh yeah, look over there and then take off it. That's in a club. You can do that because people are drunk. They're like social anxiety is way lower. People are drunk, so you can basically do that kind of stuff, and she'll probably find it funny as well, and she'll probably turn her on a little bit. So you can do that when you're in a club. It's calm, but like yeah, just go in for the kiss if she's moving to you, and then from there see where it can go. For me, this video is just about getting you for the first kiss. If you are interested in getting laid for the first time, absolutely, you can ask me to let me know down in the comments, and I will make that video. Again, if you are interested in my dating masterclass and like learning to date and like going from a social incel to actually having multiple girls at the same time and going through Playboy concepts, you can apply. It's not out right now, but if you contact us, we'll let you know, and we're actually running a discounted price right now for the first 3 people. It's gonna go up for the first 3 people, and then it's gonna go way up for the people after that. So like cop it now straight away, man. And of course we're gonna try and help you as much as possible. First client, you know what I mean. So yeah, contact us if you're interested, and yeah, that's it. And as always, remember, you're just a man.